Okay, let's get at it.
Woo! Yay, hiking.
It is November 27th, day, 179. And it's our 0 day, but we're gonna do 1.5 miles anyway. That's the heated bathroom at the Fontana Hilton. And we're gonna go down to the Fontana Hilton shelter to check that out also. Since Fresh Ground gave us a shuttle ride over to the resupply yesterday, we stopped about 1.5 miles shorter than we planned. So instead of adding that on tomorrow, we're just taking a stroll along the dam down to the marina on the trail. Nice paved trail and everything. Okay, I think we survived our 0 day lack packing.
Super strenuous 1.5 miles. No, it wasn't. It was awesome.
Awesome. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Good morning.
Good morning. It is November 28th, 2021. Day 180.
180.
180. So we just left the Fontana Marina where we finished our 0 day yesterday. And we just followed a little of the Benton Mackay Trail. And we're going to leave that now, continuing just on the AT. We've got 13.9 miles planned for the day, and it's actually good to have a little bit of a shorter day, that it's not a 15 or 17 mile day, because between getting the shuttle out and to the marina and everything else, it's a little later in the morning than we normally want to be. But I have it listed as 13.9. The climb we're doing right now is the major climb of the day to Walker Gap, I think. It's funny that the gap is at the top of the climb, but and then we've got ups and downs across the rest of the way with no named peaks, but a lot of named gaps along the way. And till we get to Sweetwater Gap, and then we drop down finally to Stecoah Gap. And our plan is to find a stealth site somewhere around Stecoah Gap.
Yep.
And are we pretending today is Jacob's Ladder Day, or is that tomorrow?
Oh, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's actually tomorrow. I think Stecoah Gap is today, and then something called Jacob's Ladder, a steep descent for us, will be tomorrow. Sorry, for a minute I thought that was today, and then I remembered. Okay, so that's the plan for the day. The weather forecast for today should be up to the 40s, and then dropping to around 24 tonight, around the area we're going to camp. But then tomorrow night's low is going to be around 30, and it's supposed to warm up and stay sunny for at least the next 3 or 4 days. So hopefully we've got a nice week ahead of us. We'll see. Tonight will definitely be the coldest, if you believe the weatherman. Which I don't, but we'll hope. All right. See you out there. We're still headed up our big 3 mile climb, and getting some views out over to the dam. Not bad. Let's see. Ooh, even a little bit of a downhill. That's new and different. Let's see where a good spot is. Yeah. There we go. There's a good shot of the dam. Okay, I think we've got about a mile more of this climb.
Yep.
And then upsy downies for most of the day.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, we are passing through Cody Gap right now, one of the several gaps on our ups and downs. We're probably 8.5 miles in on our day. Another 5.5 or so to go. And again, it's been a really nice day. Cannot complain. There's a little bit of a breeze, so I actually just threw on my rain jacket windbreaker. But otherwise, it is nice. And we've done most of our big climbs for the day. Now it's really just uppy downies. So not so bad. And we're getting a little bit of a views through the trees. It's not really been a views day. Had some nice sights of Fontana Dam and Fontana Lake while we were climbing out of that gap. But other than that, it's mainly just been through the mountains. In fact, wow, I didn't even realize that. Right in the distance, you can just make out an edge of Fontana Lake. I didn't even notice that until right now. Okay, give you a view of where we're headed. There we go. Okay, see ya. Uh-huh. I'm still catching my breath over here. Hey, is that Fontana Lake in the Smokies?
It is.
Everyone on film just missed the spontaneous reaction when we turned and saw this. But it's a pretty nice view back into it. Hello, Stecoah Gap. Okay, we came down the last of our downs. Now we're gonna start up this, but we're just gonna go as far as the nearest stealth site. Yay, more climbing, but until we get to a good site, and then we're done.
So we were racing sundown to find a spot to put our tent tonight. We climbed out of Stecoah Gap, and the comment said there was a stealth site 0.2 away. There wasn't. We've been up a mile or so, and we finally found a flat enough spot. Not great, but as we're pitching the tent before it gets dark, I turned around and the sunset is spectacular.
That is pretty darn impressive.
Tent with a view.
All right, it is end of day 180, and we are hiding in our tent. Not really hiding. It's not even crazy out, but
It's just dark.
it's dark. Well, I'm expecting the wind and the cold to kick in later tonight, but
Low at 24 tonight or something.
yep. But right now it's not too bad. So we did 14.8 miles today. It was about a mile longer than we were expecting.
Bonus miles,
Bonus mile.
unintentionally.
Yeah, where someone claimed that there was a good stealth spot or a stealth spot. There was nothing.
They said it was
So-
0.2 after a road we crossed, and we're about a mile past that road, and we have switchbacks up the side of a mountain. There was no
Yeah,
stealth.
there was nothing.
Not even 40 minutes. So, all
Yep.
good. We got rid of a climb that we would have had to do tomorrow anyway.
Yep, it was a tough climb to end the day, but won't be
We
a tough
got it
climb to
done.
start tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
we had a spectacular sunset when we got
yeah,
up here,
it
so
was a
totally
pretty cool,
worth it.
cool sunset.
Beep! Highlights, lowlights today.
Highlights, lowlights. I had a highlight and I had a low light. I think my highlight was I really liked so we did 14 miles today. Practically that entire time we could see Fontana Lake.
We could. It was really cool.
And just because it's a really long lake, so it's a river that just is dammed up, and so the whole time we would look out, and all of a sudden, hey, there's the lake again.
We did a lot of ridge walking today, so we saw lots of views of mountains around us as well. And I'm going to say my highlight was the weather. It was sunny, and I'm going to say mid to upper 40s. I don't know exactly, but it was spectacular weather for November 28th. Like, really can't complain about that. It's supposed to be sunny all week, but it felt really good to climb. Even to the point where I was hot enough, I almost took out my fleece. I didn't, because I was like, oh, just a single shirt. I'm not probably smart. I'll get cold at some point, but it really was a nice day.
Good. You hit a milestone today, I hear.
I did. I hit 3/4 of the way done of my 18 miles. I have a little over 530 or something to go, which is okay. I'm getting there, which is cool. And we're under 150 left to Springer.
Under 150
which is nice.
Springer. Yep.
I think I remember what your low light was.
Well, I do too, or at least I remember what my low light was.
Oh, I think it was yours. Yeah.
Oh, it was just so. I left the Smokies like, hey, that was the last big milestone. We're just going to coast now. And today it woke me up because it was a long, tough climb to start.
What was your elevation gain today? Over 6,000?
Yeah. It wasn't quite 6, but it was
close to 6,000 feet elevation gain.
It was slippery leaves the entire way.
Especially
like it
going
was
downhill.
Yeah,
it was a little
steep
sketchy
downhills were really slippery.
Yeah.
And we had some sketchy rocks too.
We did. We had some tricky rock and mud because it was warm enough. But here's my highlight. Doing what we did today, had it been raining or snowing or icy, would it
the weather no doubt was nice
we had
for
some
us.
Steep downhills today, and that was much easier when it was mostly dry and just a little bit muddy.
Awesome.
Okay, so that was today. You need to recap for us, please. Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey.
Okay.
You wanted to put them together. I don't know why.
I
wasn't there for any
They
of them,
weren't
so
exciting enough to have 3 separate. They were all short stays.
Yeah.
So Connecticut. My main memory is just strolling along around Housatonic, which was like 5 miles of flat where I was just flying.
River, right?
Yeah. And that's also where you had mentioned it the other night. That's where the tent was set up with sodas and trail magic in the tent with a number that said, "Hey, call if anything's empty."
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool. So the beginning of Connecticut from
Bear Mountain
it was Bear Mountain at the beginning. So you came over Mountain Race, which was a really nice thing in Massachusetts, down into Sages Ravine, which was the border, and then up Bear Mountain. And it was just a nice start to the state. Like, it was tough, but it was the views there, everything else were nice.
Cool.
So Connecticut was good. New York, I was just in a bad mood the whole New York. See, that's what happens when you leave me on trail by myself. I got grumpy throughout New York.
I still saw him every couple days and brought him trail support, so Magic, Gatorade, whatever.
But definitely the Bear Mountain days were probably the best days. Other than me being grumpy and getting bitten or stung by a bee and complaining about the zoo and everything else. Meeting up with the scouts and climbing Bear Mountain with them was cool. And then the next, or 2 days later, I guess, because we took a 0 for Hurricane Ira.
No, that was Henry.
Oh, that was Henri.
That was Henry for us normal people.
But sneaking up to the top with you and Moose Juice was a fun time.
Yeah, let's open the gate that's locked, except they forgot
it
to
wasn't
lock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, bad news bears. I thought it was fun to give trail magic to you and the scouts up on Bear Mountain, and somebody we knew Bear.
Oh yeah, that was the last time we saw Bear.
So. And so that was kind of cool too. I enjoyed being a trail angel up there.
Yep. Okay.
And then Jersey.
And then Jersey was where I kind of hit my stride in, no, not in hiking, in hitting all the delis.
Oh, you
and
were
the stops
freaking sending pictures of ice cream every other day.
Banana splits and hot dog stands.
I'm at a deli for breakfast. I'm at a deli for lunch. I'm at a deli for dinner.
New Jersey, because New York had a lot of them, but I wasn't quite in the mindset to hit them all. Yeah. In New Jersey, I
think they'll be open when I go back. I don't know if it counts when I'm day.
They will. They'll be open because none of them were really trail places. They were just restaurants, places close enough to trail to hit. So Okay. And that was it.
That was Connecticut, New York, New Jersey?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So, okay.
I can't comment. Maybe we'll do an update in a month or two when I get those miles done. But I can't imagine being any different than that. So it wasn't just trash, traffic, and whatever in New York anymore? Okay.
I was even going to leave that line out because I didn't want to, you know...
Bash your home state.
Bash my...
All good.
Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
I got to spend a lot of time with you off trail. Okay.
Not really. I didn't do a whole lot of trail support. In Connecticut and New York I did, because you were closer to where I was, and we had already had hotels booked in Connecticut we couldn't get out of. Yeah, into Jersey you were pretty much... Delaware Water Gap I met up with you. No, I guess North Jersey, High Point and stuff, I met up with you a couple times and took you off trail. But once you got to Delaware Water Gap, you were on your own down... Well, I guess that's now Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that next time.
All good.
All right,
Okay.
we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.